Hello guys, we'll discuss about the bond types, but in this particular session I would like to just discuss about zero coupon bonds. So I have prepared something to help you to understand this zero coupon bonds, like how zero coupon bonds works in your system, or I would say in practicality, like how that actually bonds works. So let's discuss about that in details. See, if we talk about the definition of zero coupon bond, which is zero coupon bonds are bonds that do not pay interest during the life of the bonds. Instead, investors buy zero coupon bonds at a deep discount from their face value, and which is the amount the investors will receive when the bond matures or come to due for payments, I would say. All right. So in terms of, let's say, bond, it means it's a legal agreement between company and bondholder. But how the terms looks like in the agreement, let's see that. Okay. So terms should be like this: face value of a bond, so which is actual, the maturity value, I would say. Then coupon rate, of course, it's a zero coupon. It means there won't be any interest payment rate. Coupon is, it's nothing but it's just an interest payment. Maturity, it means you can say the bonds, it will mature or redeem in 2030. So let me put it a long date, so there won't be any confusion at all. Oh my bad, short date. So bond will mature in 2030 basically. Options, of course, it will redeem in cash. Redemption price 10,000 and issue price 7,000. See, issue price is nothing but company want to issue these bonds at a 7,000. So basically, this is a bond buy price for investor. So investor can buy bonds at a 7,000, right? So investor will receive this value, means 10,000, correct? But how it looks like, let's see that. See, ABC Corp, here is a company who have issued this particular bonds in the market. Face value of a bond is 10,000. Issue price is again 7. Issue price, it means it's a 7,000. So where investor will buy bonds at 7,000, right? And there would be a difference, guys. Difference, it means difference between face value and issue price. So the difference will treat as an accretion. Accretion, it means it's a incremental value, right? There would be a value, correct? So that value will treat as a incremental gain, and that gain, which is something investor will treat as a incremental gain on investment, because here companies not paying any interest payment. So investor will treat that gain as a accretion, and that accretion will spread across year. Here we are assuming it, the bond issuance date is 2025 and it will mature in 2030. So you can see the spread between 2025 to 30, and here we have a spread, actually spread for 2025 to 30, that you can you can calculate in that way as well, but keep it for a 5 years only. So we are assuming it will redeem into 2030. So we have just prepared in a schedule for 5 years. Okay. So difference, if you see, company will redeem this the bonds at a 10,000, and even from an investor side also, if you see, investor invested in this bonds only 7,000, but investor will receive, which is 10,000 from the company. So investor will treat that accretion as a payable part. Payable, it means of course it's a gain for investor. So investor will treat as a gain. For accounting purpose, every year company will record liability of 600. So why 6,000 as a liability? The reason is, anyways, even if it is a discount, company will have to pay that discount to the company, discount to the investor at the end of the maturity, correct? And that's what company will record, that as a 600 accretion payable in the books of company. So every year basically company will record 600. So this is how you can see the schedule of future expected accretion, cash flow payable, and total amount would be 3000. And at the time of maturity, so as company had received 7000 as investments, if you see this one, this amount plus the accretion total, the discount which was offered, that one, so totally company will pay 10000 to the investors. And investor in the book of, the investors see how investors book that accretion every year. For a valuation purpose or for even accounting purpose, investor will calculate accretion and spread that accretion across, let's say, the spread means 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, depends on the, investment, that particular instrument, the investment horizon of that particular investment instruments. All right. And then, for per year will accrue it out, and for per year investor will accrue 600 as a receivable, accretion receivable in the books of, let's say, investor. And at the end of the year, investor will receive this accretion receivable in amount. So it means total maturity price 7000 plus 3000 as a discount which was received initially. So that total means 7000 plus 3000, 10000 amount will receive to the investor. All right. So now if we talk about what is the gain of investor actually, see, the gain of investor actually is investor invested 7000, investor have received, the value at redemption is 10000, so net profit if you see, which is 3000. So this 3000 will treat as a accretion. Accretion is nothing but it's an incremental value of bond investment. All right. So this is how your accretion looks like flow. And when we say, zero coupon bond, it means of course there is no coupon rate which is updated, but again, see, without benefit, without interest payment, no one will invest it. So investor always they'll expect, something on investment. So something on investment here we can treat as a discount, which is accretion on investment. So I hope now you got this, what is zero coupon bond and how zero coupon bond flow looks like in the system. So let me know if you have any questions, and if you like this, let's say, session, so please click on like button, update your comment, and also don't forget to subscribe, because you will get more and more notifications for such a content. Anyways, we have launched, course on fixed income securities. If you are really interested to understand fixed income securities, interest payment, and all other, their details, so I would request you join our program right now for a fixed income securities and try to understand securities in details. So anyone can, join the program, students, CA, CFA, or any other students, anyone, if you guys are really, inclined towards to understand the financial products, then you can join our session. So thank you very much for watching this. We'll see you next episode. Thank you.